What is up, you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Before we get started, make sure you like and subscribe because it helps me out a whole bunch. And without further ado, let's get into the video. It has been a while since I posted on YouTube, but now I am back into the YouTube community and I'm here with my very first curly hair routine. My hair right now looks a little crazy. If you follow my TikTok, you know that I recently just blow dried it out and put in some curls, but that is okay because today's video is all about transitioning into your beautiful fresh curls. Getting started, before I go into washing my hair and starting my routine, what I like to do is some sort of treatment. I mean, whether that be a protein treatment or a hot oil treatment, I think it is very important to just show your hair that extra care and attention because at the end of the day, that is going to make a huge difference in your results. So with that being said, today we are going to be doing a hot oil treatment before we get into the routine. So beginning with ingredients, we're going to start off with a clean bowl, not too big, just a medium or small size, and you're going to see why a little bit later. Any oil of your choice. Everyone has their own favorite oils that work with their hair. I'm going to be sharing the oils that work best for me, and you can feel free to follow this ingredient if you're not too sure. This is pretty standard and it honestly works for me the best. Beginning with a personal mix. This mix has black Jamaican castor oil, sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, soy oil, carrot oil, peppermint oil, argan oil, olive oil, vitamin E, and biotin in it. You can easily get these products from your local HEB. In that little like healthy whole foods section, they have a whole bunch of oils that you can choose from. The next oil that I'm going to be adding into this treatment is going to be a Jamaican black castor oil. I actually got this from my local beauty supply. Not sure if you can see it. It's the tropical roots for all hair types. And lastly, I'm going to add in some raw coconut oil. Love, love, love coconut oil. It helps with your hair growth so much. So always love to add this in my hot oil treatments. And let's mix them all together. So we're gonna go in with that small clean bowl that we worked with earlier. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of the personal mixture and I'm gonna just eyeball it in there. But you're gonna add in, I'm gonna add in my personal oil, just a little bit of that, kind of eyeball it in. I'm then gonna proceed to go in with that tropical roots castor oil, just pour in a little bit of that. Lastly, we're gonna go in with those scoops of coconut oil. So the coconut oil is added into our mix. And again, everything is just really eyeballed. So I'm gonna add a little bit more of this oil. Just go off of, you know, what I think would fully cover my hair. That coconut oil is not melted as yet, but a hot oil treatment is most effective when it is hot. So let's get into how to properly warm up this treatment. So this is the bowl that I'm going to be using. It's a lot bigger than the bowl that I had before. I'll show you guys for comparison when we get back upstairs. But I'm gonna take this bowl, actually let out some steamy hot water. You can see like there's the smoke already. This water is extremely hot, but you want to have boiling hot water. Brought that water upstairs, still piping hot, and I'm going to put my oil in there. Take a cover, just cover that in just to keep the heat in. We're gonna let that sit and let our oil get nice and hot off of this double boiler. Now you want to use a double boiler method. You don't want to put this in the microwave because microwaving it can strip the oils of some of the properties that it helps your hair with. So, you know, just use a double boiler method. This will help get that oil nice and hot the way you want it and keep all those nutrients inside of the oil. So I'll get back to you guys once the oil is nice and hot and melted, and we will go over putting it in my hair. All right, y'all, and I've noticed that all the coconut oil is completely melted. Give it a little stir. All of our oil is nice and mixed together. Our oil is now complete. We're going to take it out of its double boiler and I will get back to you guys and I'll show you how I put it in. So I know I look a little crazy right now, but what you're going to want to do is section your hair. I usually do 4 different parts, and within those 4 parts I'll split them into 2 and saturate each piece, so that equals 2, 4, 6, 8 different pieces in total. Halfway down the head going vertically, horizontally, halfway going down horizontally. It's not an even perfect part, by the way. I literally just randomly did it. Okay, so here's how it's looking. Probably really bad, but like I said, I didn't part it perfectly. Just wanted to show you guys how I section it in. I'm going to begin with taking my oil that is nice and warm now. I'm just going to go ahead and saturate in your hair. So I'm going to begin with showing you guys this back section piece here. I'm going to take it out, this into 2. wrap this around here, and we're going to begin working on this piece. Usually just use my hands, so we'll get rid of this mixing tool, whatever. And I'm going to saturate. So I dip my hand in the oil. Make sure to get those roots, really get in those roots. Your roots is where the hair grows. That's where you want the oil to go. Hair growth, the coconut oil, all those good stuff, it starts with your roots. So make sure you really get in there and, you know, bring it down. You want to get the ends of your hair because you want your hair to be nice and moisturized. You want your curls to come out popping once this is rinsed out. You might want to wear like a t-shirt, or like a t-shirt you don't mind getting all dirty, because I'm literally soaking my hair in this oil, and that's what you want to do, is soak your hair in the oil. Really get in those roots. So once this piece is done, just do a 2-strand twist. And your first piece is done. So now I'm going to go in with that second piece that I had up here. Do the same thing. I have the oil out to my side. I just dip my hand in the oil, coat my hand, rubbing it all through my hair. You also want to make sure you have your hair detangled. I detangled it on the video on TikTok. Having it detangled makes this process go a little faster. It's not a long process. It'll be done really fast. Sorry, I'm out of the frame. But now what I'm going to do is go ahead and do the rest through a time lapse so you can see me do it. But just keep in mind as you're doing it, completely soak your hair. If you need to make more oil, go ahead and make more oil. You just want to make sure that your hair is being soaked in that oil. Alright, so enjoy the time lapse. Alright, you guys, so my hair is completely saturated in the oil. I don't know how this side got more than this side. I wasn't really paying attention to my sections, if I'm being honest. But there's certain ends that's kind of puffy. Just, you know, put some more oil, because you want to be able to tell like it's saturated in oil. You don't want it to just be sitting on top of your hair, you know what I mean? That makes sense. I have a little bit left. There's kind of hair in it, so don't be grossed out. But just take that little bit, completely cover my hands in it, and hitting the roots one last time. A lot of people do it like leaning back or going upside down, because, you know, the blood rushes into your scalp and it helps promote hair growth. So massage yourself, be present, enjoy some music. You're just stimulating hair growth. You're rubbing in that oil into your scalp. I have oil dripping out the ends of my hair, but once you're satisfied with that, I have a little bonnet that I usually wear for treatments like this. One that I usually don't mind getting all oily or dirty with like protein treatments that I do and stuff like that, because I use like mayo and things for my protein treatments. So I just have like a one that I don't use to go to sleep in for sure. Alright, so now that my hair is sitting in this oil, I'm just going to let that oil sit in my hair for 1 to 2 hours, or you can do it overnight, but I am going out with some friends tonight, so I'm going to go ahead and rinse and style tonight. I will get back to you once this oil has been sitting in my hair, and we will get into that curly haired routine. Alright, you guys, so now that my hair has been sitting in this oil, I am now in the shower, and I'm going to individually take out all of these strands. Then I'm just going to run my hair under the water, get rid of some of that oil that's been sitting on the top. Once that's completed, I go in with my Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Restore Shampoo. It is so amazing. I absolutely love it. And I just try to make sure to lather that throughout my hair just to get rid of that excess oil. Once I have a nice clean canvas, I go in with my Coconut Co-Wash, and I use this as a detangler / conditioner. I try my best to work that throughout my hair while I'm also detangling with my fingers. And don't get grossed out, but here is the hair loss. After my hair is detangled, I normally just jump right into that curly curl cream. I really can't pronounce the name, so I don't even know, okay? All I know is that it's super thick and I love the consistency. What I usually do is rake it through my hair as I'm using my fingers to squeeze my curls together. So as you can see, I do most of my curly head routine in the shower because I find water really does help form your curls. But you can really see me trying to use my fingers in that motion, and I'm squeezing my curls, trying to clump them together to create the perfect curls that I want. And I can easily like reach and grab some water to add some more. It's really a messy process with water, which is why I usually do it in the shower, because I really always try to keep my hair wet during this whole process. Also, don't forget to part your hair. I usually just go right down the middle, and as it's parted, then I continue to form the curls around my face. Once you have finished perfecting your curls, it is all about keeping them in that form. So you want to use some type of gel, or I use mousse by Strictly Curls, and I just go in and scrunch my curls up, all while making sure there's enough mousse to keep those curls nice and formed. Then go in with my microfiber towel, or feel free to use 100% cotton t-shirt, and I'm just going to scrunch out any excess product and water from my hair, attempting to get it as dry as possible. Then proceed to plop it, and now we will move on to the drying process. Okay, you guys, so once I'm out of the shower, I take my hair down from our microfiber towel. I am going to go in and spray all of my hair with this tropical root Jamaican black castor oil from what we used earlier. I love spraying oil in my hair after because oil keeps your hair nice and shiny. Those are looking from what we formed inside of the shower with the water. I usually use, I'm almost running out of, so that's why I don't want to really show it, but this coconut oil spray, you probably see it on my TikTok all the time. I'd say it's like 35% dry right now. It's honestly still wet, but I'm gonna go ahead and let my hair air dry because I always usually let my hair air dry. I don't usually use diffusers unless like I'm in a rush. I'm gonna go ahead and let her air dry, and I will get back to you guys with my makeup done and the full results. Okay, you guys, so my makeup is fully done and my hair is all the way dried, and here is how she looks. This is like, I'm not even gonna lie, this is like day 2 hair because it is the next day. But she's still popping, she's still looking good. The curls are looking amazing. Oh, I love them so much. Whenever I do move on to the next day and I want a little refresher, I just spray a little bit of oil in my hair. I just, you know, that I find really helps with frizz while adding shine at the same time, kind of like the first day you did it. So that's what I do, and then kind of like rub it in so it can get that frizz out of here. And here's the curls, and then let me show you the back. Girl, I don't know if the back looking good or what, but that's how the back looking. Okay, anyways, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please ignore also my overgrown bangs. I'm still in the process of deciding, do I want to cut them and keep them, or should I grow them out? I don't even know as yet, but sometimes I'll rock them if I can, like, I can still kind of sort of low-key pull it off because they're not too long, but I need to make the decision now. Anyways, I also wanted to do a quick little kind of get to know each other some more, and a lot of you may know that I am actually on my journey of self-acceptance and just learning on who I am. So I want you guys to drop down below a favorite inspirational quote. It could be by you or like a favorite person, just that quote that kind of helps you get through the day, like opened up your mind a little bit more, if that makes any sense. Keeps you going throughout the day and helps you center yourself back into reality, and anything that you think would help someone else watching this video, or even myself, because I'm still on my journey of learning. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe because, like I said before, it helps me out so much, and it really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And don't forget to follow my TikTok and my Instagram. So yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!